excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
The whole time we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
He'll run it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Kamara. Breaks into the open. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The Trojans are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Bring in the heat. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown.
And how about this defense? 2 great plays in the row, defending the pass, now stuffing the run cover.
Yeah, and it just looks like they're going to make the offense earn it, right? They know at this point, if you're going to score a touchdown, it's not going to come easy. So someone here, if you're going to throw it now on 3rd down, is going to have to make it contested.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates he got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. There's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive here for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Now this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Motion from the back. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Got out of trouble and throws. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Creates a little room. There he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. Pass attack, touchdown Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
That's why I used to have. That's why I used to have my shit on auto pass.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. Flips it out on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He wants to change this route. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Max looking for the goal line. And he won't get there. Tried to turn the corner, straight for every inch, and he is denied. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They go to the ground. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline with your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The change now on 2nd and long. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Kamara. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. First down here for the offense. Send the tight end in motion. He'll try the outside to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, USC. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
No, that is the go-go.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route.
That's speedster right there. All right.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Legs to grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
What are we doing, dog?
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the 1st half. When you got to have an execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the 1st half.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally make the stop, and he almost ran that baby all the way into the locker room. What a way to end the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, shit.
He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
I don't understand that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Unleashes it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy, hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, you do see the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He unleashes a long one. Holds it in on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Traveler in the entire Trojan Nation is starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans of this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Dave.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his man, it's Garrison. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and then total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job on the linebacker there.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
4th quarter, 7 minutes just started. Yeah.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down.
28-14 me.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right?
Boy.
Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Kamara. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
formation to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
Hey, change that bit.
And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect
You sacked this nigga 7 times, dog.
If the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Can't make a field goal for shit. There's 2 field goals.
Good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Nah, it ain't in that. It's a rivalry game. USC versus Notre Dame. My shit's screaming.
Just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Trying to get the corner.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Still coming out Wildcat. I wonder if he gave up.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Looking to throw. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They want that clock to run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Defense showing blitz here. They'll go right back to it. Turning it on. And he's dragged down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football.
We fucking his quarterback up. This nigga yellow like mustard, bro.
The defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout.
Good. Oh, we out.
Called
it.
Time tonight.
Take it
It's
to
an
high.
interception.
Take it to high.
Got some room to run. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get get that one off, it'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock.
I
Didn't
hate
get the
this
snap
fucking
off
accelerated
quickly
clock.
enough.
I pick a play with
Quarterback
fucking like
stands
27
alone,
seconds
all
left.
wide receivers.
You're like, yeah.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield.
Oh, that's what's up.
Time running out, and he goes down. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated.
Oh, he's got some space. Snowed under by the defense.
I'm 2-1 versus Buddy.
With a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.
Yeah, if you want to count the
College
first,
Football.
the Force wins the fantasy, it's I'm 3-2.